One. All right, we're live. We're live. You're good on your side?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, perfect. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back. We are live right now, episode 2, recording for YouTube. And I'm once again here, joined by my good friend, Fanny. Introduce
Hi.
yourself. How's it going?
Hi. It's going fine.
How's it
So
been
yeah,
past 2 weeks?
it's been busy, surprisingly. Exhaustingly is good.
Awesome. So we're ready. We're set up at the pretty much at exactly where we stopped last time, which was Western Tower finishing off. I believe they were against Partisan 2. So I think we'll move forward, or they were against Bear Cubs, I think. So I think we'll just get ready. You want to just hit it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's just
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Let's just rock it. Let's just rock it. We're gonna do. I'm just gonna adjust the volume here. We're gonna do the same shit that we did last time. This time we're planning for a solid hour though. This we won't promise a half hour and then like over deliver. You know?
We're not lying to ourselves this
No,
time.
we're not lying. We got it. It's 1 hour on the clock. We're going. So yeah, here we go. So we're going Partisan 2 versus Congo. Congo? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Could be Conga. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't
I don't
I, I
know.
haven't I haven't looked into that one.
Maybe
And
maybe
then
we'll hear it in the commentary.
I'm just looking. I'm just checking over the fighter lists here, seeing if anybody immediately jumps to mind. But I'm not familiar enough with these lineups. Although the number 4 Alexander Naumov, that name seems familiar to me. Number 6 as well, Maxim Slavchenko seems familiar to me. Although, I mean, I've seen this tournament so many times, I could just be like having state-based memory as we're moving forward here. Fighters are entering the
I
list.
tried paying attention to the commentary. I think they said Congo or something really close to it. So I think we're not too far off.
We're definitely not. We're somewhere in the right. We're in the right like. We're in the we're in we're in the right realm. We're close by.
We, we apologize if we're butchering it.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, there wasn't too much effort going into that one. I haven't looked up that team particularly. I haven't really able been. I looked up a couple teams from this tournament, but Congo was not one of them. And here we go as we're entering Partisan 2 versus Congo. And there we go. And let's see. We have fighter breaking across.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah. Oh, that big flying knee into that corner there. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
he dodged the shit out of that.
Matrix. Starting off hard today.
It's a
Alright,
very aggressive fight so far.
Oh, the two-handed falchion. Don't see a lot of two-handed falchion. Oh, oh! Very nice
Oh,
takedown. This guy has made some plays in some earlier matches as well. Number 8 there. Definitely
yeah,
somebody
I
to look out
remember
for.
him.
Oh, look at that attempt. That
Wasn't it number 8? Wasn't he the one who like went all the way around?
yeah, he was.
That was him, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at the
Oh,
posture.
oh!
Look at the broken posture there. Doesn't that just look terrible? How is that guy still standing? Oh, oh.
It's called
What
stubbornness.
what are you balanced on? Oh man. How
He's
is he
on.
still All right, finally goes down. Jesus.
It's
That was
just stubbornness. I guess.
just willpower. It's like pure iron
Got me,
willpower.
got me flashbacks from the Highland Games.
Oh boy.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Damn. I went through that list so many times. That's why you always have to have a really solid list, let me tell you. That's what that match taught me. You can
Yeah.
check out for those watching, you can check out that tournament on the Dogue de Montreal YouTube page. Look for the 2019 Montreal Highland Games. where we had a couple of teams from the U.S. and a team from Quebec City come down to Montreal for a local festival where we held a double chapter match.
It was
Super
an
fun.
amazing day.
That was an amazing, super fun tournament.
Got crushed to death by two men. Amazing.
As we're getting into round two
Behind
here,
each other.
breaks through again super quickly, running all the way around, trying huge disruption play, successfully taking down one Congo fighter. That was very good play. Very like it looked like a very messy kind of run, but when you succeed in taking somebody down, it doesn't really matter if you're like not super clean, right? Sometimes messy is the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, he just steps behind the dude, over the body and behind the guy. Oh,
Oh, that was a mistake.
that was definitely a
He rushed
mistake.
it. He rushed it so much.
That was absolutely a mistake.
He
That
got
looked like
lucky
that
because
looked
the
like he
other
got
guy
dropped
was down.
really hard on. You want? Can we just jump back? Are you willing to
Yeah,
jump
we,
back
we
to that?
should, we should, because I really want to see exactly what went wrong.
Yeah, I also. Let's just jump that. So we use our professional jumping skills. There we go. Let's
So
just
I
see
can.
that start out again. Okay, so number one breaks through, and he runs all the way around back, and he comes all the way down super deep and tries to grab the guy on the rail.
That was a really good takedown, though. Like,
That was solid. Just that engagement, like right over here, when he runs across the side like this. Yeah, it's very nice. Number 6, very nice play.
yeah,
Oh, seeing they've done it again. Like Partisan's like really good. Even their number 2 team is really good at like corralling the enemy all up in one place, like in a big
yeah.
pile, so they can just attack the pile. Oh, nice attempt at
Number
a slip
six
there.
from Partisan is like extremely aggressive. Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
so
He
what
got
happened
lucky.
here? So he goes in, he tries to grab him. Oh, he got taken down. He straight up got taken down.
Yeah, he came too close too
Oh,
quick.
yeah, he brought the knee up there. Look how his knee comes up, and then as his knee comes up, the Congo fighter sweeps the outside leg.
Yeah.
See, like right, he's gonna come here and he's gonna bring up the knee. Boom, knee comes up, sweeps the outside leg.
Because I feel like he was too focused on the upper body and he didn't realize that.
If that was a pro fight moment, that would be so huge. That would be a massive, gigantic, enormous fight swing. You drop him and start the ground and pound. That would be like catastrophically huge.
Get pushed outside the ring.
Speaking of this one dude just taking it, I mean, like I'm gonna point out again the amount of bucklers we're seeing, the amount of one-hand
Yeah.
axes we're seeing as Partisan 2 takes that round. That ref has like,
The buckler meta, honestly, like
the swag ref tabard.
I personally always kind of found that big punch shells were like a bit in the way for me at least.
Well, I mean, I don't
So
like them for
I'm
the
happy
same
to see
reason.
bucklers.
I mean, they're good. They're good for they have their uses, right? They're really good at defending the head. They're really good at defending the thigh from like halberd shots. They're really good at shield punches from range and like head displacement and like. But I find I always had a lot of trouble grappling with them. It
Yeah,
was one of the things that pushed me away from them. As we're seeing Tveerd come in versus Old Friends 2, where we're gonna have Alexander Semin again, number 11. We're gonna have Longsword again, so we're gonna have more of that, the discussion about Longsword. Maxion released another video with the guy, a second part 2 follow-up video. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my list of to watch, but he's released another video with that guy about more Longsword stuff.
that's nice.
It's very interesting. I admit that I'm still like somewhat intrigued by it, although I'm a bit more like swayed away from it. I'm still like, it intrigues me. It's interesting.
I still stand by the fact that just use whatever works for you.
No, for sure. That's super legit. As we
So
see
maybe
him
for
on the
most
right side
people,
there.
Longsword isn't the way to go, but if it's good with it, it's good with it.
Well, I mean, like what's interesting is that we have such a broad variety of like weapons even within the same like category of weapon, as we see him like grappling here against the list. And this was one of the situations that we were critical of, is that grappling your sword becomes more of a hindrance.
Yeah, that his sword seemed to be in the way there.
Yeah, so like in this position, I imagine, but like maybe it's good in the same way that like fighting with an axe or halberd can be good because it can just like get in the way of their shit and can just be like super annoying for them. So now they have to like get around this bullshit.
And also, like, I'm pretty sure his meta
Oh,
wouldn't
there
be
you go.
really grappling against the list. So like that's not what he's geared for.
I mean, possibly. I don't know. Like I'm starting
That
the
seems to be not getting caught too much.
I mean, the more that I see him like using the thing, the more I'm questioning whether or not I understand the arguments towards its versatility, but like in practice, if the dude himself is like the guy who's promoting the thing is like not, if we're not seeing like a crazy amount of success from the dude who like is known for the thing, it doesn't really make me, you know, like necessarily be like, oh, this thing is super badass.
Yeah, I get that. I'll pay more attention to him for the tournament and see, like, try to make up my mind too.
No, for sure, because like you can't look at an individual situation. You got to look at the totality of the of the event and see where
Yeah.
it becomes useful for sure. Oh, very nice takedown.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
oh,
no!
oh no! Oh, let's look at that again. Let's look at
That's
how.
unfortunate.
Oh, the guy
Yeah,
he was kind of like tangled on him.
his leg got stuck kind of under the guy, I think.
The tangling, like being good at tangling your shit in somebody is important to. Oh, as another old friend's fighter gets taken down. So now we're in. Oh,
Oh, 2v1?
oh, 1v1. Oh,
1. Oh.
oh, oh, push him over the dead dude. Oh, head control. Head control so key. Wow, great balance too. Not falling over that body. Oh, oh,
Oh.
wow, great wrestling skills. Wow, very nice equalization.
Yeah, that's
That's a
really
very tough place to be in. Like he saved himself a couple times in there. Like if we jump back through that, he
yeah, you
saves
can.
himself like right from this position here. He's in like a super bad way. Really good instincts.
Yeah, you can see he's extremely aware of his surroundings. Like even with his head completely covered, he
He's
knows.
very sure on his feet too, and he somehow succeeded right in this moment here. He succeeded in turning the guy around and then driving forward off that back foot. Like look at his back foot there.
Like
He's going to
even with
turn the
his
guy
foot
around and
broken.
push forward. Boom. And you could see if you look at the right back here, look at the back foot. Boom, pushes
Yeah.
off the back foot and
Yeah,
just secures the that takedown.
even after his posture got broken, like you can see he was not like completely unbalanced and like he was still strong on his feet.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I like that.
Being
I like that
strong,
defensive grappling.
being strong in like weird positions is such an important skill that we never like really practice. I think that's more developed in like mixed martial arts and wrestling training, but
Yeah, it
it's
takes a lot of understanding like of your body mechanics and like lots of core strength, lots of leg strength, lots of like understanding how to like work with your center of gravity and stuff.
it's just
It's
hours.
really
It's just hours. You just need hours of training.
yeah, it's getting to know your own body.
So did they is that being scored as 1-1 or is that going to be scored 0-0?
It's all 0-0 on the scoreboard, unless they forgot to change it. Round two.
There we go. As we're moving into round two.
And those halberd shots on the hands.
Oof.
Out.
Yeah. Halberd is nice for those opening moments where you can throw shots like across the like you can throw cross shots and stuff, and you could throw like potentially disabling shots. Not like full on crippling, but like you can like snap somebody and have them have a little owie going into their next couple of engagements.
Yeah.
And it's
Makes
like every
you
little
also like
bit.
once you get like hit, in the right spot. Sometimes you get like you think twice about doing the same stuff.
Especially if you're like mean and you crack somebody in the wrist or something, or like right in the hand,
Wow.
like right in the hand. Like there's some mean targets that you have access to from that distance.
Yeah.
Let's see how this feared 2-0. Oh, they got two other guys from old friends coming down on them. As we see like both teams have kind of established the same kind of position on each other. Everybody's kind of pairing off into a 1v1. Drop the volume just a tad more there. There you go. Nice, nice, nice switching targets. Attempted team play. Oh, getting taken from the back. Makes it to the list. Oh,
Oh, oh,
grabbing the
oh,
list from underneath. Ooh, getting jumped on.
oh, he's
Rough.
back. Oh, he's back. Oh my god, that must hurt so much. The
Uh,
lower back. Oh my god.
getting punched into the ground like that.
Yeah,
Certainly
because like the
not
position
ideal.
inversion is already like hard on the lower back,
Yeah.
and like somebody coming to apply more pressure. Oh my god.
Oh, and we have a different two-hand fighter here. He seems to be wielding a larger, heavier two-hand sword. Ooh, he's pressing into the knee for sure.
Where?
Was he? Is he getting downed?
Oh no,
Or
I
was he
didn't
just
see that.
stuck? Because the fighter there, the old friends fighter with the two-handed, what seems to be falchion, seemed to be stuck. Number 12. Oh, nice attempt at a takedown.
Yeah, the
There
long
was
sword for grappling seems to be in the way, like very much in the way.
attempted knee wheel there. We're starting to see a lot of those takedowns that are like real judo takedowns that like really well adapted for Buhurt stuff, specifically where fighters are starting to do, they're starting to rotate and then take advantage of the rotation and stop by tripping, using like a lot of blocking.
Yeah.
Like in the last video with the Western Tower fight that we ended with, the Agiv takedown was pretty much what we just saw here as well. As we're moving into round number three, with Tveerd having one up over Old Friends 2. So let's see how this is going to go down. They just had some kind of a team huddle. They were like, all right, guys, everybody bring it in. All right, this is a big moment for us. All right, they have one up on us. Okay, we have to bring it out. Dig deep. Team spirit.
Little pet talk.
Little pep talk. Light the fire under their bums. Let's see what they bring. So going with a 3-2 split against Tveer, also rocking the 3-2 split, but they've left a big gap open, so the center fighter is shot in behind. Oh! Takedown?
Oh,
Ooh, ooh,
yeah. Oh, oh,
ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh,
oh, he's
down for
down.
sure.
He's
Down
down.
for sure. Yeah, yeah, down for, yeah, you touched the ground. Down for sure. Oh,
Don't even try,
oh yeah, don't even try, son. Don't even, he got up and he was like, oh, yeah, you got me. Okay, all right. All
You
right.
see,
Don't even try. We all saw you. It was right in the middle of the list. So okay, so they've by the luck of the draw, the power of the pep talk, the power of the pep talk got them to 3-on-2, which is very hard to come back from. Wonder what the strategy is going to be here. How he's going to get to his friend to try to help him. Oh, yeah,
Mm.
going really
He's
far, trying
not,
to kick out the leg, but
yeah,
gonna
he's
try to
not
just
in the
strong him
best
over.
position for a takedown because the other fighter has
Oh,
still like his balance. So
really got to go help the friend. Like you got to go help your friend so bad. It's so rough to just
yeah.
fight this guy. Don't just sword fight this guy. Oh no. Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
no, this is
okay, finally.
all right. Oh. I mean, that's not
I mean,
so
at
bad,
least
but
he
now you're
doesn't have
stuck. You're just stuck on the big dude now.
yeah, but at least he doesn't have like the halberd isn't free anymore. It's
Ah,
something.
good position. If he can stay near his friend, that's a really good position. Because you're also cutting off like angles of attack by being side by side, right? So it's like you do, like if you're beside your buddy, even if you're back to back, there's like only so much space that they can attack you from. They can't like execute certain takedowns or get certain grips. And Old Friends is doing really good
Oh, he's
by separating them,
gonna get
keeping them
stuck.
apart.
Okay, he unstuck it.
Yeah, and these are moments. These are those moments where we talk about team grappling
Yeah.
and how fighting like in 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s and stuff is important to focus on because like
I feel like the two in the corner should try to like to switch. The one
yeah,
with
you
the
gotta
bottom
free, you gotta free the.
the two on
There
the
we
ground.
go. Oh, that's just pain. Oh, timeout, I guess. That's your strategies. You're gonna try to time this one out.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's not gonna be able to sit tomorrow.
Oof. Yeah, throwing at that shoulder juncture, throwing into the elbow. You're getting an immediate reaction from that. He is not liking that.
Yeah, that's that. Oh.
Yeah, it looked like it sucks. Oh.
Mm. I'm in pain,
Oof.
thanks, man.
2 minutes. Oof. Oh. Oh.
I
Oh.
don't think he's gonna be able to time them out. Not like that.
It's
He needs
very tough.
he needs to rotate or something.
He should
He
he should go
needs
to his
to
corner and grab an axe and start axing the dude.
yeah, that would actually. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
No, 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 no.
No.
He's holding to.
Oh, yes. Uh-oh. That was such a pro move. What we just saw was so
Oh, but
pro.
now he's kind of protected though.
Oh.
Kind of, sort of.
It's also
He's
kind of like if you're going to take these shots, take him to the head, right?
he's arguably in a better
Yeah.
position than he was
Maybe not.
because both of them are in front of him now.
Oh.
Okay, now he's dead.
Yeah, don't take him to the head like that. If you have your shield up there and you're like blocked with the dude in front of you, definitely take him, but not like that. Ay, yoy.
Man, he held for a long time.
Hey, man, the heart was there, man.
Yeah, I did props to him because like
Oh.
he took some major punishment.
It's like my stomach like was kind of like receding, you know. It was like my stomach was going up there because I was like, oh geez, just watch the shots to the elbow.
Yeah, you know when you
Oh
see
yeah.
somebody getting hurt and like you
Oh,
kind of feel it.
that's like super unpleasant too. Those like this spot, like that juncture there, and like this one, like the elbow is like really shitty to get hit in.
And when you get hit like in the funny
Oh,
bone.
that'll just drop
Uh,
you. I've dropped somebody like that. I've been dropped by that one, especially if you're wearing floating armor and you catch them right at the top of it. That's what's nice about articulations. I'm not a fan of articulated arms. My new legs are going to be articulated, but I'm still in the camp of floating arms. Um, I don't know. How
I
do you
remember
feel?
getting hit there like once by complete accident, but I didn't feel it right away. It's when I tried to take off my armor and I went, Mom, I can't bend my elbow, help me.
But you wear Bazoo bands though, right? You because you have Eastern kit.
It was the Trois Rivières tournament before I got my armor, so I was
Okay,
in Beneta.
Western. All
But
right,
I
here.
don't even remember exactly what her arms were.
All right,
It was really an accident.
no, you were wearing then you were wearing Western at the time, so you were just
Yeah.
wearing like traditional setup. Back. Oh, helmet. Ooh, that's swingy. Loss of helmet is not good. Ooh, his fighter's going down together, entangled in the embrace of foreverness on the floor. We know that embrace.
For,
Sometimes you fall and you're just
foreverness
stuck.
until the end of the round.
Oh, oh,
Oh, I don't like shots behind the legs. I'm always worried they're gonna like go to the knee.
I tend to not advise for that reason. It's like if you're like super good at targeting, like sure, I guess, but the just the likelihood of sliding down is
Yeah,
just so
I
not
mean
is
they don't have as they do have though like closed
they have closed
um
greaves, but
so-
it's the back of the knee that's like the issue. I'm not so concerned for the
but
back of
I
the.
was about to say since they don't all have like closed greaves, it it slides less. But then I realized almost everyone had closed greaves. I'm like, you
Yeah,
don't do that because metal is like slippery.
we don't see a lot of three-part greaves in their setups. We see mostly like full, like closed greaves, like you said. And I've also been considering getting myself a set of closed greaves. Although in our
Oh,
meadows
that's
we don't
fun.
tend to see.
I like protecting my cows. To be
Well, I
honest,
mean,
like mine are amazing.
three part is fine. You have pretty good coverage with three part.
But it doesn't like closed greaves. They don't add that much weight, honestly, for the protection they offer. I think, especially when you have like titanium legs, like I do.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the math of leg weight you still gain. My new legs
And
are also going to be titanium.
if they add weight, the fun thing is like it's close to the ground, so it kind of helps with actually lowering your center of gravity, if anything. The way I see it.
As we're moving into Bear Paw versus PSB.
I don't know PSB. Did we see them last time?
So
Did I have
they were in they did a match in the last video, but I don't know who this team is.
them? Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't nobody on that team lineup roster really like stands out to me. I mean on Bear Paw we have Vitaly Grizlov Vitaly. Number 75, he's the captain of the team in the middle. You can always tell because he has the open tabard.
Okay, yeah. Oh, true that I remember you telling me.
Yeah, there we go against the far right of the list.
I like that. I like the. It's very cosmetic, but I like the yellow Aventails, but they are black and yellow.
It
Tabard.
it makes a nice contrast.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's me having a girly moment.
It's pretty.
Fashion.
Hey man, fashion is important. Cool is a stat.
Accessorize.
Oh, you gotta accessorize. One of the most medieval things you can do is be bright and colorful. Oh,
Ooh,
as we see this fight's been pretty like uneventful. We haven't seen anything crazy. It was just like you know, Bear Paw versus some team we haven't heard of before. And that isn't to downplay PSB in terms of quality. It's just I mean you're against one of the top teams. So it's
yeah.
like I mean I didn't see anything that particularly stood out.
No, it was just like kind of a casual round for Bertha,
Yeah.
I think.
I would say if you're a new team and you don't really have like I don't know what their meta is, how well this team is known, but if you're like a relatively new team against like a old hat, you know, veteran team, like you got to really bring the fire cuz otherwise they're just going to be like they're just going to smash you because they've seen it all before. As we're going into round number 2, Bear Paw versus PSB. A couple of
I
fighters have
tried
changed out.
I tried googling them in between rounds, but I haven't found anything.
As we're seeing PSB do the same kind of a strategy, 2-1-2, the loose right side 2 formation there. As Bear Paw has gone all the way in and pushed a fighter all the way into the corner. They've isolated, split those two fighters apart. So that Bear Paw fighter, yeah, should get in there and not let the guy go on his friend, just like he's doing now. Perfect.
Yeah, but like now they
Beautiful.
have one.
Oh!
Okay, that's good that the runner went there because
Look
his
at this
friend
guy.
was very isolated.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Did you see this guy throwing roundhouse kicks? Look at this. Right up against, right in the
Wow, which
foreground.
one?
Right in the foreground. Right in the foreground. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Like, here, we'll go right back here. Look. Look at that. Takedown attempt, and then comes in. Boom, roundhouse kick.
Oh,
Boom, roundhouse kick.
it's actually pretty good, and he's kicking to
Hey, got him.
pretty high.
Hey, got him. When you look at it,
Yeah, he got him like right,
badoom,
I think right in the
badoom.
gap here.
I don't like realistically. He didn't have like a good step in or anything. He didn't have like big rotation, so I question like how
Wait, can
ultimately
you see it
effective it
again? I want to
was.
check something.
Sure. So we're right here. Kaboom!
Okay.
The guy moves.
It's yeah.
He moves him, and it's good for changing up targets. So it's making the guy think like on all kinds of levels.
It's surprising. It's not something you'd expect, so it's always good. Even if you don't do a lot of damage. But
Ooh,
I don't know like in terms of how much you tire yourself out versus the
he's doing it
damage you
again.
do.
He's throwing them again.
He likes them.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like it's a good way to keep people like I'm a big fan of people being creative. I don't think that there's just like one way to fight. So it's like if you're trying a bunch of different shit and you're finding ways to be successful, I think that's really like that's good on you.
Yeah, and since they're having kind of like a quote unquote
Oh,
easy fight,
oh,
it's a good moment to try stuff.
absolutely. You got to take them when you can, and it's like there's sometimes there's no real way to know if something works until you do it in comp, right?
Yeah, and like it's not like in a finals match with like a team that's super good, you might not want to try that because it's a big risk. But if you know your team is doing okay in that match and you have kind of a safety cushion, you're good. Try it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's great advice. Even for relatively new fighters, like if you're in a position where you can try something and you're not losing out a ton for it, like there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with trying.
and
Like
if you, like as long as it's not a dangerous or stupid thing, like
yeah, I mean like that's something that you have to evaluate in like a case by case, moment to moment kind of
yeah,
scenario.
I think you try it at practice first. Like you try it at practice with your friends. You're like kind of see how you can do it in a safe way for everyone, like
Oof.
in a way that works for both and everything. And then like when it works at practice, you start trying it in matches.
Speaking of trying shit in matches, we're gonna see really big. I think it's gonna be a big one.
Oh my
Partisan
god.
Partisan versus Bayard. I think that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a big match.
I
I'm
think
very much looking forward to this.
I think it's the same man that I saw last time, and I was like, he's so tall.
He
'Cause I
is,
just
yeah,
don't
he's
see
the one
him.
you said was, he is the one who you said was very tall. He is
I don't know how tall he is, but
very
like
tall.
he's taller than them, like
He's
for
like,
sure.
he's like three universes
I don't know. Oh my
all
god,
stacked on top of each other.
who is
Partisan,
he?
Partisan rolling the 8-man tournament with only 7 guys also.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm
thanks
gonna,
everyone this
I'm,
time.
I'm gonna have my eyes on Naderov in particular. I like watching the awesome halberd. So
Now I'm curious and I want to know his name so I can Google how tall he is.
we just gotta look at the, you just gotta find the
But
number on the belt flag.
yeah,
The
so
number on the belt
I guess
flag will reveal all. There we go. All right, as we're getting underway here. Yeah, Naderov throwing those huge halberd shots. I like throwing cross shots with that halberd too. That's really nice. That shows good fine manipulation because you can easily differentiate between just say oh, a couple inches over here you're hitting one guy, a couple inches over
that's
here you're hitting another guy with speed and
yeah.
power. Very very nice. And just volume too. Ever since the start of that round, he just threw out 25 seconds of halberd.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not good cornering.
oh yeah, no.
Oh,
Partisan is easily my favorite team. So strong, so much strong. Ay, ay, right in
oh,
the hand.
it's so accurate too, cause
You
like
saw that?
yeah,
Look at
he hit
that.
twice the hand
Yeah.
without hitting his friend. That's
Uh,
extremely accurate.
uh,
Oh my god.
that is this moment right here. That's very high level. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with you. This moment where we see him double tap the guy. Boom. First one right in the bracer. Boom.
Two.
Second one right in the
Exactly
gauntlet.
the same spot.
And
The
the dude,
exact same spot.
but to his credit, the dude doesn't even flinch.
Yeah,
He
either
just
he has
takes it.
amazing gauntlets or he's like, I don't know, he
He's
doesn't
just a
have a hand.
beast. He's just a beast. You definitely have to put CC on that guy. You can't. You got to crowd control that guy. You can't just let this like super powerful, super accurate halberd guy just do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
That's like like this position where he's just doing whatever he wants is the worst thing. This guy's very aggressive. Tall guy here. Tall guy wants to scrap. Tall guy wants to scrap, and partisan guy is like, no, I don't want to deal with you right now. Wants to go help his friend. Go help your friend. Go help your friend. Yeah, fight this guy, but then turn around and go help your friend. Get into position. Ooh, they're like so good at sneaking around the list too. You know, it's like all of a sudden there's three of them, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Suddenly I'm outnumbered. Very good positionally. Nice block. That was a nice block. As he was going in to throw that axe shot at the leg, block that Naderov halberd shot.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah, he is
oh,
his friend is not liking those shots. Oof! Big shield punch. Oh, you have to give it to these Bayard fighters too. They're really just tanking these. Oh, oh.
oops.
Sorry, you're allowed to miss one. No problem.
Yeah.
No
At
stress.
that point, like especially at that long in the round, like
Uh,
you can get a little bit more inaccurate.
oh, come on. It's
You get tired.
he's been
Even
swinging.
the best.
Oh,
Oh yes, help
did you
him,
see
help
that
him.
transition? But did you see
Oh
the
look,
transition there?
do you see
Look.
how he's holding him?
No, but look. Okay, okay. Look right over here as he's gonna swing, and then he grabs the dude's axe, and his friend just runs away.
And do you see? Like look at his legs. Look at what he's gonna do.
All right.
You see what he's doing?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
such good teamwork. You did that to me once.
Wow. It's the support. You just put the leg under their leg, just so that they don't go
Yeah,
down. It's the mad team support, and he moves back
like
across the
he
list.
just saved the game right now. Like,
They're
cause
they're so
if
pro.
the other guy went down,
They're so pro. Ugh. Teamwork.
guys, go help your friend in the corner, maybe.
Ah, but they're like, how do I do this? They're
Let
like they're like one of my dudes is being controlled by this giant halberd guy who doesn't care when I hit him.
him harder.
It looks like right now as a 4-on-3, it looks bleak for Bayard because they can
Yeah,
just
it's
get
good.
they can just get ground out. And it's like that's kind of what's happening here. How he's like grabbing onto the list and he's using head control to just isolate the guy. The guy is going nowhere. He can never
Yeah,
he can never leave.
and it's not tiring, like not that tiring for the guy
Oh,
holding him.
oh.
Oh no.
What's so nice about having the dude free is that this guy can go around and just try to constantly set up stuff, and he's just gonna stress them until they go down. You got 50 seconds left though. Let's see if you can hold. Oh, the isolating
Oh,
the
they're so
weapons.
stuck. Oh, oh my god.
Isolating the weapons. If you
It,
can,
it's it's so good. What the partisan fighters are doing is
yeah.
very good. It's just like they're just preventing the guys not in the corner
Oh,
to do anything. They're waiting for
oh.
their guys to kill number 8.
Team grapple. Team grapple. Let's see how they do it. Okay, no, it doesn't let him go. So it's like they're maintaining their roles too. Like they know who's doing what in this position, and the guy knows he's like, all right, cool. It's not my job to grapple this dude, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna help, and then I'm gonna leave. It's not my job to just hang right here.
Yeah, and they're not taking any unnecessary risk because they know they have that. If they don't
Timed
make a
out.
mistake, they have the round.
Okay,
So
so
they don't. They're not getting greedy.
so let's be critical here for a second because this timed out, right? Should this
Yeah.
have gone to time? Like they could have beaten them, right?
Yeah.
I think they could have beaten
But
them. they still win. They still win because they have the advantage, right? So they have four up versus
Yeah.
Partisans three, so they win. But it's like I guess there's something to be said for like not overextending, but I mean maybe they just felt that it was just the safer play. Maybe their captain is like don't burn yourself for later rounds.
Yeah, that's that too. Like you don't want to make a mistake that's gonna cost you for the rest of the tournament. Like and just also there's the risk of injury. If you get in a bad position, you can just get knocked out or something.
Yeah,
That's how you always say it's like the shots that you don't see coming that hurt you.
yeah.
Like if you're in a position where you're in control, why would you give it up?
It's
Just
a
to
good point.
try and win by more points when you kind of know you're winning already. It's
It's a
like
very good
in
point.
that context, I get why they wouldn't try to actually like win it within the time.
Well, I mean, it's a question of your conditioning too. Like if you're in good enough shape to just grind them out, right? And it's like it's not like you're just gonna hold them and grind them, and no matter what they do, you can control. You have better wrestling. You have better just overall overall conditioning. Going to time doesn't hurt you as much as it could hurt them.
Yeah.
It's not like
I know
necessarily in your interest.
every time you get kind of greedy too, like you open yourself up to the possibility of like just making a stupid mistake and turning the game to your opponent's advantage.
That's true. That's absolutely true, and it's like that. Those are the moments where you kind of drop your guard because
Yeah.
you sense the blood in the water. So it could also represent like very good team self control. Like
Yeah,
they don't lose it as a team, and they're like just stay cool, just grind the whole way through.
because you don't want to get like overconfident. That's the thing, especially for a team like Partizan who's kind of like at the top of the board world. Like you don't want to get too cocky because even the best make mistakes sometimes.
Well, I guess that speaks to the idea of, it's like all you got to do is really just get one dude over in that position and then just like wait. If you're in superior positions and you can just go to time and it's just like 2 minutes and that doesn't wreck you, then like it's safer than putting your guys in a position where you could go 3-3 and then risk the draw. So like if we're looking at it from like a tournament and a point scoring perspective as well, like if your strategy is super hyper competitive, you're going to do whatever the most optimal thing is to to secure your point, right?
Yeah.
You want to close this out in as few rounds as possible.
And also like the fact that they didn't overextend on anything and try to be a hero and you know get everyone down. It's kind of proof of their discipline too.
You heard it here, you heard
Get
it here
carried away
first,
when you're
folks.
winning.
Fanny says, "Don't be a hero." It's the lesson of this video is don't be a hero. All right,
Don't
Fanny
get carried away.
2021.
Use your head.
Oh, nice support from the teammate behind him. Just like catching him there, saying, "Hey, I got you."
Was not trying to be sexist or generalize or anything like that. But I've kind of seen
Oof.
that guys especially can get very impatient.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think it just shows oof as that fighter finally goes down. I just think it shows good team discipline, lots of training. They've probably been in that position a lot and they know just from like raw experience how to kind of be in those positions.
And
Just pushing
again,
them off
they're
the
in.
body there. Just support.
Oh, wait. How many?
Two
How many
minutes.
are left?
Are they 5-4?
I
Yeah,
think
they're five
that's
to
like
four.
for again. Yeah.
All right, so
I
let's
just
see.
couldn't see all the
So
participants
so
kind
let's
of.
see let's see how they roll now. So now is it just going to be the same kind of a thing where they're just going to go conservative and just try to time out? Oh, trying to break posture, get head control, throw the shots to the back of the head.
Nice shoot at the buckler.
Uh, let's see, trying to do some team grapple here in the corner as we flash
Oh,
across the list. Oh, oh, oh,
wait. That's
oh! That could have been a bad moment.
yeah.
That could have been a bad moment. How
I feel
aggressive
like
he was with that takedown off the separation. That could have been such a bad
yeah.
moment.
I feel he might be getting slightly exhausted and like not as lucid.
Yeah. Ooh. Did he go down? Oh, very
I
nice
think he
takedown.
did. Yeah, took a
Is that guy
knee.
taking a knee?
I
Oh
think he was
yeah.
like 5-2 or something.
Yeah, like there's a whole rest of your tournament. Don't get murdered.
Yeah, not for a fight that you don't think you're gonna
Uh,
win.
and it's like you're gonna get
Oh,
extra murdered by these guys. If they just start like opening up on you, they're gonna mess you up.
yeah,
So it's
5-2 is just
oof,
a death wish.
that's
I
rough.
hope he's okay.
Ooh, Western Tower old friends is gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
be a
gonna
good
be this
one.
good one. We're seeing big stuff. Big stuff to end out the day.
Yay.
It goes fast, man. I think we've already been 45 minutes in on this one.
Already?
I think so. It goes so fast.
It does.
It could just be like, you know what? Let's just do the whole thing. Bam, one shot, whole thing. Let's go.
Damn, it's 8 a.m. I have to wake up for work. Oh, I'm already
I'm
awake.
already awake. Been watching Boo Hurt all night.
Yeah, I don't think my boss would like that.
Uh, there's always that time of year, like right before Worlds, where you're like, screw work, Boo Hurt. As we're getting into it, I'm gonna make the comment again that I really like the flow they have between matches. Like it's pretty quick between,
Yeah,
you know,
sometimes I'm very nice they switch matches. It's as fast between matches as it is between rounds.
sometimes, yeah. As we're seeing Evgeny Agiev, number 4 with the yellow pelerin, widely considered one of the best polearm fighters in the world. Right up there with Alexei Naderov and I think number 3 on Old Friends, Yaroslav. I think he's the one who's being trained by Naderov. He's also considered like a very, very high tier polearm fighter. Polearm is like super hard to use.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh! Thank God the list was there, eh, buddy?
Polarm looks kind of foolproof, but I think.
Oh, 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 oh!
That's unfortunate.
That was an unspeakably weird moment.
Yeah.
Huge shots just coming down. I think that's number 3.
Almost
Yaroslav,
didn't
yeah.
fall. Almost got
Just
bullet.
look at these massive shots. Oh, oh, that was to the liver. Did you see that shot?
Oh yes, I did.
Look on the left side on
I
number
was
6 there.
I was dying
Look
on
at
the
this.
inside.
Bam! Oh yeah. Oh, that's a liver shot. That's going down.
Yeah.
That's GG, buddy.
In the
Oof.
I remember the one
Oh,
thing
he's
is
down. He's
the
down.
shot clips.
He's super down. He's super annihilated right now. Oh, nice cross
That
check.
that was the smart move to save your teammates' lives.
But it's too late
The
because
guy
now
the
you've
guy on the
secured
ground seems
now
like
you've
not
secured
knocked
a
out.
4-on-2, which just means pain and suffering.
That one guy on the ground seems like he's knocked out though.
Oh, the guy who was rolling around on the ground from the shot to the liver, he is definitely in a bad way right now.
No, not him. Oh no, okay, it's okay, it's okay. He's good. He's awake. But yeah, the other one too.
Oh, the one that's just on the ground in front of us here?
Everyone who took a shot from that polar man.
Oh, yeah, that guy is very big. This guy right in front of us?
Yeah. Like his shots were terrifying.
Yeah. Some scary stuff. Some people are really playing for keeps. Oof. Oh. Nice punching. Going for that takedown. Oof. Just brought all the way down.
Damn. I hope he's not injured. Like first because I don't want to see anyone injured, but also because his team is only 6. So if someone gets
Oh.
injured, they only have 5. They don't have a
Oh, the
switch
no
anymore.
switches? Just crush the rest of the tournament with
That would
0
suck.
switch?
But
Well, I
because
mean,
he's still down. Like I mean, I'm worried for him.
that's what your switch is for, right? That's what your one switch is for. It's for this moment.
Yeah, I
I think
mean,
it's for this moment.
more like to help you rest. If you don't have a switch anymore, you're so very fucked. Like I know these guys are in amazing shape, but you know.
So number 5 from old friends
Oh,
was
he's getting
Sava Sokolov. I'm probably butchering that name, but we should remember that for the future. Sava
the
Sokolov.
harbor.
The guy who was like GGing everybody with the halberd shots. Sava
Yeah,
Sokolov. We should remember that name for the future.
I'll try. I'll probably forget, but
You
I'll
have to
try.
remember it, Fanny, for the future. You never know when somebody could like put a gun to your head and say, name a prominent Russian polearm fighter. What a day that would be.
I did remember I give.
You did. You did. We're
I
gonna
can
see them.
always name him.
Well,
Pretend like I know my shit.
as we're going into round 2 here, very aggressive from the right side, corralling them immediately, wheeling them into the corner. Now I think they're just gonna tee off on all of them. Oh boy. I mean, one of the downsides to the two-hand axe strategy is that you don't have super good defense from strikes. So it's like if you get corralled like that, oh, that one looked sucky.
It's
Oh
good
yeah,
for
dropped.
someone to
Shot to
keep
the
like
kidney.
a front place, but you've got to learn to use your shaft, right?
Yeah,
And then you have defense.
gotta learn to use the shaft. Oof. Oh, he don't like that.
'Cause I think it's
Oh.
more that people who use two-handed axes
Oof.
tend to overlook defense. They think they're just an offensive, weapon, but like you can definitely block with your two-handed weapon.
Oh. Aggie've got out of that grapple.
And not only can you
Here we
block, but
go.
you can
Oh,
also deflect.
true.
I feel like for two-handed
Oh.
axes, people who have some martial art training and like with like the staff, that helps a lot.
Oh.
Because
I
you're
think
used to
I,
seeing
I don't
your
think anything
weapon like
helps in
in
this situation.
entirety, not just the head.
Look how tough he is. He's
Yeah,
just so tough.
that man is made of
Oh,
steel. Oh my god,
he's no fear.
he's so good.
Oh, he's just so slippery.
He's al-
Oh, get the
he's
help.
almost dying with them
Help.
sometimes.
Grab weapon. Go.
Pissing them off.
Oh. He's like, all right, we're 5-on-2.
Oh my god, it's a 5-on-2. I thought it was
Oh,
four. I don't know.
oh. There we go. He's like, I did it, guys. I got him.
Bragging rights, bragging rights.
Maybe they made a bet who could take him down. Uh, oh man, people got hurt in that match for sure.
Whoever takes him down gets ice cream after the tournament.
I did it. I want strawberry.
Ice cream, you scream, give me that ice cream.
Oh
Sorry,
man,
your moment.
that was brutal. People got messed up in that round. As we're seeing, Bear Cubs versus NSK make their way into the list. And I'm sure this will promise to be another really interesting match. These are going to be against two relatively newer teams, so perhaps the the match will be more even.
Because you said NSK, I think was like kind of a. Is that the one who
I
was
th-
kind of a school?
I don't know. Like I don't know. I think they
Oh,
may be an HMB school team. I could be super wrong and just be talking out of my ass. I'm not 100% sure, and it's difficult for me currently to validate that information.
it's not always easy to find information on the team.
I mean, to be fair, I could put in more effort into answering that question, but
True, but
I didn't. So
okay, we'll get to know
casual means casual, okay? Casual doesn't mean I come into this with like tons of research done. It means let's watch the tournament.
Yeah, we just want to watch people bash each other in the face.
Let's just watch the tournament and just have a good time and see what kind of interesting stuff happens. Oh, so that two. I'm looking at the 2-on-2 engagement on the far left side of the list with the halberd fighters. I'm just seeing how. So you got one who's teeing off like as much as he possibly can, and the other isn't really swinging very much.
Yeah, 'cause the Bear Cubs fighter is kind of hidden behind the NSK fighter, which is not the case on the other side. He didn't have that many angles.
As we're seeing now, everybody's broken off into what appears to be one-on-one engagements. Two halberders are. Oh, very nice pull from
I,
that
I like I like the
from that
punches from
cross.
the halberdier.
Yeah, punching when
That's
they grab your stick is the way. Don't let people grab your stick, kids.
yeah. If they grab your stuff, you punch
You punch
them.
them in the face.
Yes,
Uh,
the face is important.
I remember. I
It's a
remember when you
matter
asked
of
me.
dominance.
I remember all those years ago when you asked me, what do I do when they grab my axe? And I said, you punch them in the face. And you're like, oh, blam, blam, blam.
I love punching people in the face, man.
It's super fun. Oh, nice shield punch. It's very rewarding feeling, too, with a gauntlet.
Okay, yes.
Just bang. You feel like a superhero punching.
Yeah, even when you're like a tiny girl and you go, you feel so good.
As we're seeing these fighters all kind of separated out into their own 1v1s, I'd like to see them trying to break and assist each other. So I think just staying in these endless 1v1s is not like, especially these two guys right here, like they're not. There we go. Got one guy breaking away. That could be a big moment. Nice attempt to try to help and change position. But you got to keep moving after that. You can't just stick and get back into your 1v1. Isolating the shield arm there. If he could try, like if we're looking at the two fighters in the middle there, the green the NSK fighter in green with his shield under the arm, you could try to capitalize on that and push that arm in, turn that into an underhook. Because he doesn't have a
Uh,
grip on you, so you could get in there. Oh, you have an underhook on that
yeah,
side though.
the fight on the very like on the left corner
Oof.
where what you see of it, and I feel like that man with the halberd should let go of one arm. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
That's exactly
trade.
what it is.
When you're a halberd guy, you don't want to be the one grappling for
He
sure.
should, he should, yeah, and if he's grappling, he should try to like
Oh
put
no.
his halberd on the outside so that at least he can free it. Because like right now he's just stuck like this. Yeah, let go of it and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a very good plan.
That's for sure.
I'm
That's for sure
laughing
the
with
meta
my
move.
choices.
It's for sure the meta move now is when they grab your stuff, don't even fight for it anymore. If you can just get
Yeah,
away and go get another one, do it.
yeah, do that. And like when I
Ah,
was
it's
fighting against guys, like sometimes they just grab your shit and they start, they want to start a tug of war with you, and I'm just like, yeah, you can have it.
I'll go get something else.
Yeah.
The worst though is
Like
when you're like, give
I
me
know what
something,
happens
and they give you the
if I
wrong
get
thing.
into a tug of war with a guy. Like I'm not gonna win that.
The, the worst is when you run to your corner and you're like, give me a halberd, and they give you a falchion, and you're like, damn it, all right.
or, or when you have the amazing surprise of running to your corner and there's no one. Like
Oh,
that happened to me. Like you like give me the fucking thing.
that happened to me at an American event where I was standing there in a 10 on 10. My axe, I swing my axe breaks in my hands. I'm like, wonderful. I run to my side and I'm like, give me a weapon. And there's a bunch of people there just looking at me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
weapon,
And
weapon.
that's usually the moment where you're like, I need to drown my friends.
They're just
I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna drown them in the toilet bowl.
and they just stare at you with blank stares, and you're like, I need weapon. Give to me
They
weapon
see your open hand and it's like
in
they don't
my
understand what
hand.
you mean.
And they're just like, what? And you're like, no! As some dude grabs you from behind and just smashes you into the ground. I'm not even allowed to defend myself. Ah.
It's the most frustrating thing. Like you wanna
It's,
grab your friend and use them as a weapon.
oh my god. Like, I wish we rolled out to events with the amount of support they roll out to events with, because they're like, break halberd, grab halberd, break halberd, grab halberd, like
Yeah.
multiple times a match. And I'm like, I just want one weapon. Just one. Please. And I'm
Also,
super
like
happy.
we need more spare weapons sometimes. Like at the beginning it was okay, but right before COVID happened, like every weapon in the dog was broken.
Every weapon in the Dogue is super broken. I mean, everybody has their own weapons now, though, so it's not really like such an issue.
Yeah, but still, like having spares is good.
Having spares is super good.
Because sometimes Filmongrin breaks my hammer and then takes off my glove.
Oh, as we're seeing again,
I
going to town. That halberd with those cross
yeah, how
shots.
much I missed it.
Oh, oh, very nice teamwork. Trying to keep your halberd fighter free. I would have circled out of that position. Don't get into that grapple. I mean, I say that, but maybe I don't know anything, and that guy's like the world's best halberd grappler. And he's like, aha, I have tricked you. Welcome to my parlor, said the spider. To the smaller spider.
But like grappling with a halberd is actually not that difficult. I feel like it gives
um,
you.
not that difficult. I
I
mean,
mean,
it can. Oh,
that
oh,
was good. It's. I mean,
oh! Swing on his
it.
friend. Yes. Oh,
The halberd can like yeah, it gets in your way and stuff. But if you manage to grab someone with it, you're never letting go. I
what? Why is the ref downing him?
don't know.
Oh well, now it's
I was
too late.
looking at the other side actually.
What? They're saying that downed him? They're downing him for that? Yeah, don't argue with the ref. Just go down and argue later.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But that's I would also be like I'd be like, "What?"
Oh.
I would also be incredulous in that moment for a second. I'd be like, "I just what? I did what? Why? Why am I down?" Because I get it
Yeah.
because he lived, but from that there could be from the angle the guy was at, it could have been. Are they
Yeah,
saying
and it
he
can be
tapped the ground? Maybe did he
because
tap the ground?
sometimes the thing with like reffing is it's so tricky because sometimes
Yeah.
it's gonna be like you're actually not dead and the ref just didn't see it from the right angle. But in the moment it's all like they're just human, the refs.
Well, I mean, it
And
happens,
sometimes
right?
the ref
Like,
saw it right, but you didn't feel yourself touch the ground because you have the armor, the adrenaline, your head is in the fight, and you didn't really realize what was going on because you're not 100% there sometimes.
well,
So
like I get it from both sides though, right? Because
yeah,
as the fighter, you're like, what? But then as the ref is like, dude, I clearly saw you, so you have to. And so it's like you have this moment where both people are so sure of like what the situation was that like it can be difficult to adjudicate. So definitely I think that the best thing for a fighter to do in that circumstance is to listen to like at all points you should always listen to the marshal. I never
yeah,
ever advocate for arguing with the ref. Like that as a fighter that's not your job. If you have a dispute it should be your captain that fields the dispute. But like in those moments just listen to the ref and then debate it later. Like argue as much as you want about it out of the list, but like in the list is not the time because the time the ref spends with you there is the time that somebody else could get injured or there could be like a bad play that needs arbitration or something. And like HMB is already fairly like compared to a variety of other like orgs and refing styles, it's fairly loose with on the field regulation. Like we haven't seen very much ref interaction in what like 2 hours of tournament now.
yeah. It's
We've
mainly
seen
just
like
telling guys you are
very
down.
yeah, like we've seen like very little. Like I think that was the first time that someone was actually downed by the ref.
That one guy who tried to get up to.
Oh yeah, no, the guy where we were like, oh, we all saw you. Yeah, okay. There was that guy too. And in the first one, there was the guy who touched the ground and got back up and then fell over as the ref was coming to like put him down. So it's like, but even so, like in 2 hours, like 3 instances of like refs getting involved is like pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
and, like
that's
also
pretty good.
like what you said about arguing with the ref, like sometimes it's hard to like remember that because you get frustrated and like because they just in your opinion they just fucked up your round.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, the ref is just like they're trying their best and they have to make split second decisions with sometimes very little
information. Like you got
result.
to do it based on what you like. You got to call it like you see it, pretty much. And it's
Yeah,
like,
so it's tricky, like especially for fighters who don't ref a lot. It's hard to understand, but like the second you try to ref, you're like, oh my god, everything is happening. Like
yeah,
you're and especially for the refs inside the list, they're also trying not to get killed.
fact. They're also trying to not die, and I mean, I agree with you. Fundamentally, I agree with you. It's just like it's such a like those moments for both fighters and referees. It's so difficult to handle that interaction that I really think that like after the amount of like both as a fighter and as a team captain, with the amount of experience that I've had at competitions both like nationally here in Canada, internationally in the U.S., and like whatever I've done abroad, which is not very much. Um, my experience is that it's just never best for like the fighter to have that argument. Like one, the optics are
Yeah.
terrible for spectators, right? Two, like you're not going to win as the fighter. You're never. It's not like you're going to argue with the ref. He's going to be like, "Oh, you're right. Go back to fighting." So it's like you're never ever going to win. And I think that
No
like
point. I'm a son of a bitch. You can't see.
yeah, like ultimately, if it was sketchy enough that the ref got involved, like it was sketchy enough that the ref got involved. So it's like
Yeah.
ego aside, at one point you got to just swallow your pride, accept the call, move on to the next round.
And
You know,
also, it's not always a good idea to argue like in the heat of the moment because you're just
was
like
the
you're not
heat of the
thinking clearly. You think
moment
you are, but you're not. You're
showing me
fighting. You've been
what's
you've been
in
getting hit on
your
the head and
heart?
stuff.
The heat of the moment. All right. So on that note, we're gonna end it for the day. That was sick. That went by fast, man.
It goes so fast
Yo,
every
that was
time.
fast, man. Look where we are. We're at like what? We're at like 203. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
fucking. You get in once you're like in the watching booher chair. Just your whole day is gone. Just bam, whole day tournament gone. Pff. And you're
Good
like,
thing we do that in the evening and
oh
in
man,
the morning.
I'm telling you, it went by so fast. But as usual, it was great. I had a lot of fun. It was both casual and yet productive. With
Yeah.
there was some laughter, there was some tears, there
Some
was
very stupid shit got
there
said.
yeah there was some there was it was all kinds this time. I really enjoyed it. And as usual, I mean, we'll catch you all next time for episode 3.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for coming, and I look forward to doing episode 3 and continuing our Let's Watch adventure. But there's going to be a break in our Let's Watch series. I'm probably going to do a couple pro fight videos and have some equipment reviews coming up. So we're probably going to take a little bit of a break, but we'll be back. We'll be back. I mean, it's a 2 week interval. There's a long time. There's all kinds of things that can happen. So we'll probably maybe in another 2 weeks we'll
Good.
catch the last third of the opener of this tournament, and then go from there.
Yeah.
All right, well, wicked. So thank you once again, Fanny, and everybody who's stuck along to the end. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to follow me, like and subscribe this video. Follow me on Twitch, Bear Blackspear Bear Blackspear at twitch.tv, and you can follow me on Facebook as well. And thanks a lot. I wish you all a great rest of your evening, and peace out.